Hi, I'm John Chahosky. My team for this project included myself, Ashley Erbst, Carly Lanigan, Amarnath Ramdeen, and Jaime Yuo. The target of study for our team is US Bank's Business Process Management application, which was recently acquired from IBM. The Business Process Management application has helped US Bank streamline some of their business processes by allowing systems to communicate with each other through system integration, eliminating process redundancies, and reducing processing time related to data gathering, transfer, and entry, and simplifying processes for employees by allowing them to do more with a smaller amount of less complicated systems. By streamlining business processes with the Business Process Management application, US Bank has supported and improved their business processes, integrated multiple systems which now allow users to do more in significantly less time, and have increased full-time employee efficiency and productivity.
The technology environment is characterized by the application architecture and integration, the application hosting and capacity requirements, the application security and backup recovery, the application maintenance and performance monitoring, and also the tracking components and performance. Here we talk about the architecture, integration, hosting, and capacity requirements of the application. The business process management software automates highly manual processes for US Bank and has been further developed to streamline the processes. The system is integrated into existing systems and application software currently being used at US Bank. The software was purchased as a cost package through IBM and customized in-house to help meet the different business needs and to further integrate the system. And the entire system is run using the IBM WebSphere application. SQL Integrated Services is used as the database management system for this application. Now, the system is currently hosted on the premises of US Bank. The application is available through the intranet and an extranet outside of the company's local network. Accessibility is restricted to authorized internal users from any geographical location and all authorized users over VPN. That's the virtual private network. Now, the system must be able to support about 3,000 named users, accommodate an estimated 3 to 5% annual internal user growth rate, handle an annual growth transfer request content of 3 to 5%, and store transaction details, including associated documents for a minimum of 7 years. And within 7 years, it must be able to accommodate approximately 650,000 historical transaction details, including documents. Security requirements for this application include access provisioning and entitlements which require management approval. Standard identification and authentication is integrated with the application. Protections include a multiple step authentication process and restricted access based on login identification. Data backup requirements are addressed through a disaster recovery procedure where real-time objective plans are imposed. Recovery is both automated and or manually executed. An internal integrated technology team is responsible for system maintenance, and initial support for this application is provided through a help desk. Fixes are planned and follow standard technology delivery methodology. Each fix is tested in lower environments before released into production after being reviewed and signed off by management. RFCs, that is requests for change, are documented and require approval from the technology group in addition to sign off from management before development and implementation. The organization uses barcoding for tracking hardware components and an inventory list of software licenses for tracking software and database components. The system must be available between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Standard BPM system downtime for required maintenance is between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and before 9 a.m. and after 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on Saturday, in addition to any enterprise changes. The solution and middleware are deemed business critical and should be given high priority during recovery after an outage or failure. And tech planning is done by estimating the hours required to develop each IT project as part of investment spending projects, and these projects are usually capitalized.
So now these next few slides we'll be talking about our systems development process. And in the systems development process, we talk about US Bank. And in this system, US Bank has adopted a new software, which is COTS, which helps us to create efficiency, time, and labor saving methods to ensure that it runs at a higher standard. Efficiency is needed to make sure that the software is running at a fast and consistent pace. Time is now reduced because the software will link these departments with data transfers and connecting systems together. This will all help the company and the workers stay organized with this information. Now with the impact of this system development process, this technology department gets affected with this process because the IT employees will have more time to focus on all the problems since this information is now linked together efficiently. The human resources employees can now focus on hiring new workers and keeping all their information organized. Now this software COTS affects workers by regulating checks, allowing customers to have access to their information without a banker present. This creates flexibility to the worker itself. But on the flip side, this saves the bankers themselves time with the customers as well because now, with all this said and done, all this effective information will have the bankers spending less time to find the information, which gives them more time to effectively and efficiently help these customers, which is time saved, and it becomes more accessible and more effective for each party. So now, with the assessment of this new software, the efficiency was indeed created to help it become more efficient, and it did work. The formal analysis was also completed to make sure that it was thorough and that there was a limited amount of flaws that would be going on in this process, which allows more systems to be completed and the information to be transferred more efficiently. This helps with more easier flow through these departments, which helps each employee contact each other at a more efficient pace, which allows time and labor to be reduced. And this ends the systems developmental process.
IBM's business process management software has been an overall success. Through consistent use, it has been able to accurately and efficiently maintain a mass record of transactions. It has an
As
enhanced
stated in our
services
project
activities
proposal, the
by
data
managing
sources for our
consumer
post-implementation
information,
review
improving
project were
services,
David
and
Sullivan, a
assisting
manager
executives
for a group of
in decision-making
IT analysts
processes
at
through the
US
creation
Bank.
of reports.
David was
The
Jonathan's
project has been
contact throughout the
cost-effective and did
project,
not have
as
any
well as
major issues
IBM's
in the
website
implementation
regarding their
process.
business
As
process
time goes on,
management
technology will change and the
solutions.
system will need to be updated
As a group,
and
some of the
improved
lessons
based
we
on
learned in
ever-changing
completing the
needs and
PIR
desires.
research project were as
Training has also
follows.
played and will play an
There are
important
several
part in
people
making sure
involved in
users know
technology
how to use the
projects, and
application
while
to its
this
fullest
may seem
extent
obvious,
and in the
they
most effective
actually
way.
involved several
Overall,
more
the
people than
project
I
is
had
well
even
thought out
anticipated.
and planned and has been
Working as a
successful.
team is sometimes difficult but necessary, not only at US Bank's analyst IT group, but also in our own personal groups completing this project as well. You're working with just so many people that, thoughts tend to clash and things aren't always communicated as well as they should be. Ensuring a project is at top performance before launching is important. You obviously want to make sure that there are the least amount of glitches and mishaps possible before bringing it to the public. Trial and error when it comes to a project can help its success. Ensuring that everything's running correctly, as with the top performance, but also making sure everything that is running correctly and the things that need to be fixed can be fixed. The world of technology is ever changing. This one also may seem obvious, but looking around us and seeing the technology advancing as quickly as it is makes it sometimes hard for companies to keep up with the latest technology trends, and ensuring that their systems are programmed for such things. Staying up to date on the most recent technology is crucial to the success of companies and the projects they start up and run. You want the most recent technology to ensure that your system is going to run correctly, that it's all compatible, that the projects are going to be running correctly. Overall, I think as a group, we can agree that the project taught us just how complex not only group projects can be, but the vast knowledge and technology needed in completing such information systems, not only for US Bank, but other companies as well.